Welcome back to Booksphere, your go-to channel for unlocking the world of books in a nutshell. If you've ever felt stuck, lacking motivation, or unsure of how to keep moving forward in life, then trust me, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into a life-changing book by Steve Chandler, 100 Ways to Motivate Yourself. This is more than just a self-help book. It's your personal guide to transforming your mindset and achieving your dreams. I know that staying motivated, especially with all the distractions and challenges we face daily, can feel impossible sometimes. But what if I told you that it's easier than you think? What if you had a set of tools, 100 of them to be exact, that could push you toward success, even when the odds are against you? By the end of this video, you'll have actionable steps to fire up your inner drive, achieve your goals, and transform your life, whether it's in your career, relationships, or personal growth. And the best part? You don't need any special skills or talents to start applying these tips today. No matter where you are right now, Chandler's book is packed with practical advice that anyone can follow. And trust me, these aren't your typical motivational quotes. These strategies are tried and tested, designed to get you results. So stick with me till the end, because you don't want to miss some of the game-changing tips that could be the spark you need. From creating a powerful vision for your future to learning how to embrace failure as a stepping stone to success, this video has it all. And before we jump in, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Booksphere, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on more content that'll help you grow into the best version of yourself. Chapter 1. Create a Vision. Creating a vision is one of the most powerful and foundational steps in staying motivated. Steve Chandler emphasizes that before you can accomplish anything significant, you need to have a clear, vivid image of what success looks like for you. This isn't just about setting vague goals. It's about painting a mental picture so detailed that it becomes almost tangible. Why is vision important? The human brain works best when it knows what it's working toward. Vision acts like a blueprint for success. When you create a mental image of your desired future, your mind begins to subconsciously direct your actions to align with that outcome. This is why Chandler suggests that motivation without a vision is like trying to sail without a map. You'll move, but you might never reach your destination. Having a clear vision also gives you a sense of purpose. It's easier to stay motivated when you know why you're doing something. When obstacles come your way, a compelling vision serves as a reminder of what you're working toward, giving you the fuel to push through difficult times. Steps to create a vision. 1. Define your ideal life. Chandler encourages readers to think deeply about what they want their life to look like. What are your big dreams? How do you want to feel in your personal life, career, or relationships? The clearer you are, the more motivated you'll be to make that vision a reality. It's not enough to say, "I want to be successful." You need to be specific. What does success look like for you? 2. Visualize the details. The more detailed your vision, the more powerful it is. Chandler suggests imagining your dream life with as much clarity as possible. Where you are, what you're doing, how you feel, who's with you. Don't just see the destination, but imagine the steps that will get you there. Visualization, when done vividly, activates the brain's creative and problem-solving abilities, making you more likely to take the actions needed to succeed. 3. Write it down. Writing down your vision is another powerful step. Chandler believes that when you put your vision on paper, it becomes more real. It's no longer just a daydream floating around in your head. It's a concrete goal you're working toward. Writing things down also gives you something to refer back to when your motivation dips, helping you refocus on what really matters. 4. Break it into manageable goals. While having a grand vision is important, Chandler also advises breaking it down into smaller, actionable steps. Big visions can sometimes feel overwhelming, but when you divide them into manageable tasks, they become much more achievable. Each small victory will fuel your motivation and push you closer to the bigger picture. The power of emotional connection. Chandler also highlights the importance of connecting emotionally with your vision. It's not enough to just think about what you want. You need to feel it. When you imagine your future success, feel the excitement, the joy, the relief of having achieved your goals. Emotional engagement amplifies motivation because it taps into deeper parts of your brain that control desire and drive. How to apply it? Start your day by spending a few minutes visualizing your goals. Create a vision board filled with images and words that represent your ideal life. Revisit your written vision regularly to remind yourself of where you're headed. Whenever you feel stuck or demotivated, go back to your vision to rekindle your excitement and focus. Chapter 2. Act as if. The concept of acting as if is one of the most transformative and psychologically powerful strategies for self-motivation. Steve Chandler explains that by acting as though you've already achieved your desired goals, you can trick your brain into believing it's true. This method leverages the power of mindset and behavior to alter how you perceive yourself and how others perceive you, ultimately helping you achieve success faster. The psychology behind act as if. Chandler draws from the idea that our behaviors directly influence our thoughts and emotions. If you act confidently, even when you're not feeling confident, your brain begins to believe that you are, in fact, confident. This shift in behavior creates a positive feedback loop, as acting in ways that reflect the success you want to achieve builds your self-esteem and strengthens your belief in your abilities. Psychologically, this is rooted in cognitive behavioral principles, where actions influence feelings and thoughts. For example, by dressing, speaking, and behaving as though you're already successful, your brain aligns with that image. This alters not only how you feel about yourself, but also how others perceive you, reinforcing your belief in your capabilities. How it works? 1. Change your body language. Your body language communicates to both yourself and others how you feel. Even if you're not feeling particularly confident or motivated, standing tall, making eye contact, and smiling can alter your internal state. When you carry yourself with confidence, others respond positively, which boosts your self-confidence even further. Chandler emphasizes that when you physically act as if you're successful, your mind begins to follow suit. 2. Adopt the habits of successful people. Successful people have certain habits and behaviors that set them apart. To act as if means adopting those habits right now, even if you're not where you want to be yet. This could be anything from waking up early, being disciplined with your work, or adopting a more positive mindset. By living as though you've already achieved your goals, you not only create a blueprint for success, but you also build the habits that will eventually lead you there. 3. Emulate the attitude. Part of acting as if you're already successful is adopting the mental attitude of success. This includes thinking positively, taking on challenges with determination, and refusing to be discouraged by setbacks. Successful people don't dwell on failures. They learn from them and move forward. By adopting this attitude early, even when you haven't yet achieved your goals, you set yourself up for long-term success. The power of self-belief. One of the key reasons this principle works is because of its ability to foster self-belief. When you act as though you've already achieved something, you build confidence in yourself. This self-belief becomes a driving force behind your motivation, making it easier to take on challenges and overcome obstacles. Chandler notes that believing in yourself is often half the battle, and acting as if can accelerate that process. Practical applications. 1. Career. If you want to be promoted at work, start acting like someone who already holds that position. This might mean dressing more professionally, taking on leadership roles, or speaking with authority. By doing so, you not only signal to yourself that you're ready for the promotion, but you also show others that you're capable of handling more responsibility. 2. Personal life. In personal relationships, you can act as if by behaving like the partner, friend, or family member you aspire to be. For example, if you want to be more patient or understanding, start acting as though you already are. Your behavior will eventually align with this intention, improving your relationships in the process. 3. Health and fitness. If you're trying to get in shape, act as if you already have a fit and healthy lifestyle. This means making healthier food choices, exercising regularly, and adopting the mindset of someone who is already fit. The more you live in alignment with your vision, the closer you'll get to achieving it. Overcoming doubts and fears. Chandler acknowledges that acting as if can feel unnatural at first, especially if you're filled with self-doubt or fear. However, he encourages readers to push through this discomfort. The more you practice acting as if, the more natural it becomes, and over time, you will start to feel genuine confidence in your abilities. Even if you don't believe in yourself initially, the repeated action of acting confidently or successfully will change your internal narrative. Your brain starts to connect the dots between your actions and your potential, and soon enough, your behavior becomes your reality. Chapter 3. Speak to yourself positively. The way you talk to yourself has a profound impact on your thoughts, actions, and overall motivation. Steve Chandler emphasizes that self-talk, the internal dialogue you have with yourself, can either build you up or tear you down. In this chapter, he explains how transforming your inner dialogue into something positive is one of the most important keys to staying motivated and achieving success. Why is self-talk so powerful? Self-talk is essentially your brain's commentary on the world, shaping how you interpret and respond to your experiences. If your inner voice is filled with negativity, doubt, or fear, your actions will reflect that mindset. On the other hand, if your self-talk is encouraging, optimistic, and solution-oriented, you'll be more likely to take confident, decisive action. Chandler argues that most people are their own harshest critics. They speak to themselves in ways they would never speak to others, constantly criticizing their own abilities, magnifying their weaknesses, and focusing on failures. This negative inner dialogue drains motivation and keeps people stuck in patterns of self-doubt and procrastination. By consciously shifting to positive self-talk, you change the narrative. You stop seeing yourself as a victim of circumstances and start seeing yourself as capable of overcoming challenges. Positive self-talk cultivates a mindset of resilience and self-confidence, essential ingredients for staying motivated. How to transform your self-talk. 1. Identify negative patterns. The first step in transforming your self-talk is becoming aware of the negative patterns that have taken root in your mind. Chandler suggests that most negative self-talk is automatic and subconscious, so it's important to catch yourself in the act. Pay attention to your internal dialogue when things don't go your way, when you make mistakes, or when you're facing a challenge. Are you telling yourself, "I can't do this," or "I'm not good enough"? These thoughts need to be acknowledged before they can be changed. 2. Replace negative thoughts with positive affirmations. Once you identify your negative self-talk, the next step is to actively replace those thoughts with positive affirmations. These are simple, uplifting statements that remind you of your abilities and potential. For example, instead of saying, "I always fail at this," replace it with, "I'm capable of learning and improving." This may feel unnatural at first, but over time, positive affirmations can rewire your brain to think more optimistically. Chandler encourages readers to develop a habit of using affirmations daily. You can create your own list of affirmations based on your goals, or use universal ones like, "I am strong," "I am capable of achieving my dreams," or "Every challenge is an opportunity to grow." 3. Be your own best friend. Think about how you would speak to a close friend going through a tough time. You would likely offer words of support, encouragement, and understanding. Chandler encourages you to treat yourself with that same kindness and compassion. Instead of tearing yourself down for making mistakes, talk to yourself as you would a friend, offering gentle reassurance and believing in your ability to bounce back. Self-compassion is a vital part of positive self-talk. It allows you to recover from setbacks more quickly and stay motivated even when things aren't going perfectly. 4. Focus on solutions, not problems. Another key to positive self-talk is focusing on solutions rather than problems. Negative self-talk often fixates on what's wrong, replaying failures or challenges in a loop. Positive self-talk, on the other hand, is solution-oriented. It shifts your focus to what you could do next, how you can improve, and what actions you can take to move forward. For example, if you're facing a difficult project at work, instead of telling yourself, "This is too hard, I'll never finish it," try saying, "What's one small step I could take to make progress?" This simple shift in language keeps you motivated and focused on the path forward. The impact of positive self-talk on motivation. Chandler explains that positive self-talk is essential for building long-term motivation. When your inner voice is filled with encouragement and possibility, you're more likely to stay committed to your goals, even when obstacles arise. You start to believe in your own potential, which gives you the courage to take risks, embrace challenges, and keep pushing forward. Positive self-talk also fosters a growth mindset, the belief that your abilities can improve with effort. This mindset is crucial for staying motivated because it allows you to see challenges as opportunities for learning rather than roadblocks to success. With a growth mindset, your inner dialogue shifts from "I can't do this" to "I can learn to do this." How to apply positive self-talk daily. 1. Start your day with affirmations. Begin each day by speaking positive affirmations to yourself. This sets the tone for a productive, motivated mindset. Say things like, "Today I will make progress toward my goals," or "I have the power to create the life I want." 2. Reframe negative thoughts. Throughout the day, whenever you catch yourself thinking negatively, pause and reframe the thought. Replace it with a more empowering version that focuses on solutions and possibilities. 3. Practice self-compassion. When you make mistakes or face setbacks, practice self-compassion. Remind yourself that nobody is perfect and that mistakes are opportunities for growth. Speak to yourself with the same kindness you would offer a friend. 4. End your day with reflection. At the end of the day, reflect on your positive self-talk and affirmations. Consider how your mindset affected your actions and motivation throughout the day. Over time, this practice will strengthen your positive internal dialogue. Chapter 4. Be a risk-taker. In this chapter, Steve Chandler highlights the importance of embracing risks as a critical element of self-motivation and personal growth. Many people shy away from taking risks because they fear failure or discomfort. However, Chandler argues that stepping outside your comfort zone and taking calculated risks is one of the best ways to push yourself toward success. Why is risk-taking important? Risk-taking is the key to growth and progress. When you take risks, you expose yourself to new opportunities and challenges that force you to expand your skills and capabilities. Without taking risks, people tend to stay in their comfort zones, repeating the same patterns and avoiding uncertainty. This, in turn, limits their potential and prevents them from achieving their full potential. Chandler believes that playing it safe is often a form of self-sabotage. If you constantly avoid risk, you're not giving yourself the chance to learn, grow, or reach higher levels of success. Instead, you remain stuck in a state of inaction, waiting for the perfect moment to make a move. In reality, there's rarely a perfect moment. Great opportunities often come disguised as risks. Types of risks worth taking. 1. Career risks. If you're feeling stagnant in your career, it might be time to take a risk, whether it's asking for a promotion, switching careers, or starting your own business. Chandler encourages readers to take bold steps toward what they truly want, even if it seems scary. Risking short-term comfort for long-term fulfillment can lead to exponential personal and professional growth. 2. Personal risks. In your personal life, taking risks often involves being vulnerable, whether it's expressing your feelings in a relationship, making new friends, or trying new activities. Being a risk-taker in personal areas can lead to deeper connections, new experiences, and a richer, more fulfilling life. You never know what you're capable of until you push yourself to take a leap of faith. 3. Creative risks. If you're an artist, writer, or entrepreneur, creative risks can be especially valuable. Whether it's launching a new project, putting your work out into the world, or trying something unconventional, taking creative risks can lead to breakthroughs and innovation. Chandler encourages readers to embrace the unknown in their creative pursuits, as the fear of failure often holds back some of the best ideas. Overcoming the fear of failure. One of the main reasons people avoid risk is the fear of failure. Chandler acknowledges that taking risks does come with the possibility of things not working out, but he stresses that failure is not the end. It's a necessary part of growth. He argues that every failure brings valuable lessons that ultimately push you closer to success. In fact, some of the most successful people in the world, entrepreneurs, artists, leaders, have faced multiple failures on their way to achieving greatness. Chandler's advice is to reframe your relationship with failure. Instead of seeing it as something to avoid at all costs, recognize it as a stepping stone on the path to success. Each time you take a risk, regardless of the outcome, you gain experience, resilience, and insight that will serve you in the future. How to start taking risks. 1. Start small. Taking risks doesn't mean you need to make life-altering decisions overnight. Chandler suggests starting with small, manageable risks that stretch your comfort zone without overwhelming you. For example, if you're hesitant to speak up in meetings, challenge yourself to share your ideas more often. Each small risk you take builds your confidence and prepares you for bigger leaps. 2. Focus on the potential rewards. Instead of fixating on what could go wrong, focus on what could go right. Chandler encourages readers to visualize the potential positive outcomes of taking a risk. Whether it's landing a new job, meeting new people, or achieving a personal goal, focusing on the rewards can help you overcome the fear of taking action. 3. Learn from each experience. After taking a risk, reflect on what you've learned from the experience, regardless of the outcome. If it worked out in your favor, celebrate that success and build on it. If it didn't go as planned, identify the lessons and use them to improve for next time. Over time, you'll become more comfortable with uncertainty, making it easier to take calculated risks. 4. Embrace discomfort. One of the biggest obstacles to risk-taking is the discomfort it often brings. Chandler advises embracing that discomfort rather than running from it. Growth only happens outside of your comfort zone, and the more you lean into that discomfort, the easier it becomes to take bold actions in the future. The reward of growth and progress far outweighs the temporary unease that comes with taking risks. The connection between risk-taking and motivation. Chandler emphasizes that risk-taking is deeply tied to motivation. When you take risks, you create momentum. The thrill of doing something new, of challenging yourself, naturally fuels your motivation to keep going. The more risks you take, the more your confidence grows, and that confidence becomes a powerful motivator for future actions. Without risk, motivation can stagnate. If you're always choosing the safe, comfortable path, there's no urgency or excitement to drive you forward. Taking risks injects energy into your life, making each day feel more purposeful and aligned with your bigger goals. Chapter 5. Build on your strengths. In this chapter, Steve Chandler emphasizes the importance of focusing on your natural strengths to boost motivation and achieve success. Often, people spend too much time trying to improve their weaknesses, thinking they need to be well-rounded to be successful. However, Chandler suggests that real success and fulfillment come from identifying your core strengths and building on them, rather than being bogged down by areas where you may not excel. The power of focusing on strengths. Chandler's key message is that each person has unique abilities, talents, and strengths. These are areas where you naturally excel, where you feel confident, and where your abilities stand out from others. By focusing on these strengths, you not only enhance your performance, but also maintain a high level of motivation. When you engage in activities where you shine, you feel energized, productive, and fulfilled, leading to sustained motivation. The reason focusing on strengths works so well is that it allows you to operate in areas where you're most comfortable and competent. This positive feedback loop increases your self-esteem and drives you to perform even better. Chandler contrasts this with the draining process of constantly trying to fix your weaknesses, which often leads to frustration and a loss of motivation. Why weaknesses shouldn't be the focus. Chandler doesn't suggest ignoring your weaknesses altogether, but he advises against making them the central focus of your self-improvement efforts. The problem with focusing too much on weaknesses is that it can lower your confidence and slow your progress. It's not that you should never improve in areas where you're lacking, but the key is to not let those areas consume your time and energy. Chandler encourages readers to put more effort into maximizing their strengths rather than spending excessive time trying to fix every weakness. He explains that by becoming extraordinary in the areas where you're already good, You can achieve much more than by simply being average in all areas. How to identify your strengths. Many people struggle with identifying their own strengths because they take them for granted. Often, the things that come naturally to us don't seem like strengths because they feel easy or obvious. Chandler offers several ways to help identify your core strengths. 1. Look at your past successes. Reflect on moments in your life when you felt proud of what you achieved. What skills or qualities did you rely on to reach those accomplishments? Identifying patterns of success can reveal your core strengths. 2. Ask for feedback. Sometimes others can see our strengths more clearly than we can. Ask friends, family, or colleagues to point out the areas where they think you excel. This outside perspective can offer valuable insights into strengths you might overlook. 3. Notice what energizes you. Pay attention to the tasks and activities that energize and excite you. The things you enjoy doing the most are often aligned with your strengths because you naturally gravitate toward activities where you can perform well. Take strengths assessments. There are various strengths assessments available, such as the Clifton Strengths Test, that can help you identify your natural talents and abilities. These assessments can provide structured insights into your strengths and how you can apply them. Building on your strengths. Once you've identified your strengths, the next step is to actively build on them. Chandler explains that building on your strengths involves continuously developing your natural abilities and finding ways to leverage them in your personal and professional life. Here are some strategies he suggests. 1. Focus your efforts. Spend more time on tasks and projects that align with your strengths. The more you work in your areas of strength, the more you'll improve and the greater the results you'll see. For example, if you're naturally good at communication, focus on roles or projects that allow you to use that skill, whether it's writing, public speaking, or team collaboration. 2. Develop mastery. Chandler encourages readers to strive for mastery in their areas of strength. This means not settling for being good enough, but constantly pushing yourself to be the best you can be. If you have a strength in a particular area, like leadership or creativity, invest time in further developing that skill through practice, education, or mentorship. 3. Apply strengths to new areas. Try to apply your strengths to new and different areas of your life. For instance, if you have a strength in organization and planning, use it to help you achieve personal goals outside of work, such as fitness or hobbies. Applying your strengths in diverse areas allows you to grow them even further. Collaborate with others. Chandler also points out the power of teamwork. In any environment, whether it's work or social settings, collaborating with others allows you to leverage your strengths while relying on others for areas where you may be weaker. This complementary approach enables you to focus on what you do best, while still achieving balance in areas where you lack proficiency. How strengths lead to motivation. The connection between focusing on strengths and staying motivated is clear. When you work on tasks that align with your strengths, you're more likely to succeed. Success naturally fuels motivation because it reinforces a sense of achievement and progress. Every time you build on your strengths and see positive results, you create a cycle of motivation that drives you to keep improving. Chandler also notes that working in your strength zone feels less like work and more like enjoyment. When you're good at something and you enjoy doing it, time flies, and the energy you put into the task feels rewarding rather than draining. This intrinsic motivation keeps you going, even in the face of challenges. Chapter 6. Manage your time. In this chapter, Steve Chandler emphasizes that time management is not just about organizing your day. It's about controlling your life. The way you manage your time directly impacts your ability to stay motivated, accomplish your goals, and lead a fulfilling life. Chandler explains that time is your most valuable resource, and learning how to use it effectively can significantly boost your motivation and productivity. The importance of time management. Chandler argues that a lack of time management is one of the biggest reasons people struggle with motivation. When you don't have a clear plan for how to spend your time, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, stressed, and distracted. Without proper time management, you end up wasting hours on unimportant tasks, leaving less energy and time for what truly matters. By learning to manage your time effectively, You gain control over your daily activities and long-term goals. This control leads to a sense of accomplishment, which fuels your motivation to keep moving forward. Chandler suggests thinking of time as an investment. Just like money, how you spend your time determines your returns. If you invest your time wisely in meaningful activities, you'll see significant progress toward your goals. On the other hand, wasting time on unimportant tasks leads to frustration and lack of progress. How to manage your time effectively. Chandler offers several strategies to help you take control of your time and use it to fuel your motivation. 1. Prioritize your goals. Time management starts with knowing what's most important to you. Chandler recommends identifying your top goals and prioritizing them above everything else. By focusing on what truly matters, you can ensure that you're spending your time on activities that move you closer to your aspirations. Make a list of your key goals and refer to it daily to keep yourself on track. 2. Plan your day in advance. One of the best ways to manage your time is to plan your day ahead of time. Chandler advises creating a schedule or to-do list either the night before or in the morning. By planning in advance, you give yourself a clear roadmap for the day, reducing the chances of getting sidetracked by distractions or procrastination. Having a plan also makes it easier to stay focused and motivated because you know exactly what needs to be done. 3. Break tasks into smaller steps. Sometimes, big tasks can feel overwhelming, making it difficult to get started. Chandler suggests breaking large tasks into smaller, more manageable steps. This makes the tasks feel less intimidating and helps you build momentum. Each time you complete a small step, you experience a sense of accomplishment, which keeps you motivated to tackle the next one. 4. Eliminate time wasters. Chandler encourages readers to identify and eliminate common time wasters, such as excessive social media use, unimportant meetings, or mindless TV watching. These activities can quickly drain your time and energy, leaving you with less motivation for your important tasks. By cutting out or minimizing distractions, you create more time and mental space for activities that contribute to your goals. 5. Use time blocks. Another effective time management strategy is to use time blocks, where you set aside specific periods of time to focus on particular tasks. During these blocks, eliminate all distractions and focus solely on the task at hand. Chandler believes that focused work sessions, even if they're short, are much more productive than trying to multitask or work in a distracted environment. This technique also helps you stay motivated because you know that each block of time is dedicated to a single important task. 6. Set deadlines. Deadlines can be powerful motivators. Chandler advises setting clear deadlines for your tasks, even if they're self-imposed. Deadlines create a sense of urgency and help you avoid procrastination. By committing to specific time frames, you increase your accountability and are more likely to stay on track with your goals. 7. Learn to say no. One of the biggest obstacles to effective time management is taking on too many commitments. Chandler stresses the importance of learning to say no to activities or requests that don't align with your priorities. While it's tempting to please everyone or take on every opportunity, doing so can spread you too thin and prevent you from focusing on what truly matters. By being selective with your time, you protect your energy and motivation for the tasks that are most important to you. How time management boosts motivation. When you manage your time well, you create a structure that supports your goals and ambitions. This structure provides clarity and direction, helping you stay motivated because you can see the progress you're making. Time management also reduces stress, as you're less likely to feel overwhelmed by tasks or deadlines when you have a clear plan in place. Effective time management allows you to focus your energy on the activities that bring the most value and satisfaction. By consistently working toward your goals and achieving small victories along the way, your motivation builds over time. The more you see yourself making progress, the more driven you become to continue working hard. Chandler also notes that time management frees up mental space. When you're organized and in control of your time, you spend less time worrying about unfinished tasks or looming deadlines. This mental clarity helps you stay focused and productive, further fueling your motivation to achieve your goals. Tips for maintaining consistent time management. 1. Review your progress regularly. At the end of each day or week, review your progress. Reflect on how you spent your time and whether it was aligned with your goals. This reflection helps you make adjustments to your time management strategies and ensures that you stay on track. 2. Reward yourself. Chandler suggests rewarding yourself for sticking to your time management plan. Whether it's taking a break, enjoying a favorite activity, or celebrating a milestone, rewards help reinforce positive habits and keep your motivation high. 3. Be flexible. While it's important to have a plan, Chandler also advises being flexible. Life is unpredictable, and sometimes things don't go as planned. The key is to adapt without losing sight of your priorities. Being flexible allows you to stay motivated, even when things don't go perfectly. Chapter 7. Create a support network. In this chapter, Steve Chandler highlights the importance of building a strong support network to maintain motivation and achieve your goals. He argues that while individual drive is important, surrounding yourself with the right people can elevate your success to new heights. A support network provides encouragement, accountability, and practical help when you need it most, making it easier to stay focused and motivated. Why a support network is important. Chandler emphasizes that no one can achieve success entirely on their own. Even the most successful people rely on the support of others to reach their full potential. A support network can offer various forms of help, including emotional support during challenging times, advice or mentorship from experienced individuals, and constructive feedback to help you improve. The people you surround yourself with have a direct impact on your mindset and motivation. Positive, uplifting individuals can help you stay optimistic and energized, while negative or unsupportive people can drain your motivation and confidence. Therefore, building a strong support network is not just about having people around you. It's about choosing the right people who will inspire and encourage you to keep moving forward. Types of people to include in your support network. Chandler outlines different types of individuals who can play a valuable role in your support network. 1. Mentors. Mentors are individuals who have experience and expertise in areas where you want to grow. They can offer guidance, share wisdom, and help you avoid common mistakes. A mentor can be invaluable in helping you navigate challenges and stay motivated when the going gets tough. Finding someone who has already achieved what you aspire to do can provide a clear roadmap for your own success. 2. Accountability partners. Accountability partners are people who help you stay on track with your goals. They hold you accountable for your actions and ensure you follow through on your commitments. Knowing that someone else is monitoring your progress can be a powerful motivator, as it creates an additional layer of responsibility. Whether it's a friend, colleague, or coach, having someone to regularly check in with you can push you to stay consistent and focused. 3. Cheerleaders. Cheerleaders are the people in your life who always encourage and support you, no matter what. They lift you up when you're feeling down and celebrate your successes with you. Having people who believe in you and your potential can boost your confidence and motivation, especially during difficult times. While cheerleaders may not provide technical advice or mentorship, their emotional support can be just as crucial in helping you stay motivated. 4. Peers. Peers are individuals who are on a similar journey as you. People who share similar goals, challenges, and experiences. Peers can offer a sense of camaraderie and mutual support as you work toward your goals together. They understand the obstacles you face because they're going through them too, and this shared experience can create a strong bond of encouragement and collaboration. 5. Constructive critics. While it's important to have people who cheer you on, it's equally valuable to have people who offer constructive feedback. Constructive critics are those who can give you honest, actionable advice to help you improve. They don't sugarcoat things, but their feedback comes from a place of wanting to see you succeed. Chandler suggests welcoming feedback from these individuals, as it can help you grow and avoid blind spots that could hinder your progress. How to build your support network. Chandler offers practical advice on how to actively build a support network that will keep you motivated. 1. Seek out like-minded individuals. Look for people who share your goals, values, and interests. These individuals are more likely to understand your journey and provide meaningful support. Whether it's joining a professional group, attending workshops, or connecting through social media, there are many ways to meet like-minded individuals who can become part of your support system. 2. Cultivate meaningful relationships. Building a support network is not just about finding people to help you. It's about forming genuine relationships based on mutual trust and respect. Chandler suggests investing time in building authentic connections by showing interest in others and offering your own support in return. A strong support network is a two-way street, where both parties benefit from the relationship. 3. Communicate regularly. It's important to stay connected with your support network by communicating regularly. This might involve scheduling weekly check-ins with your accountability partner, attending group meetings, or simply reaching out to your mentor for advice. Regular communication keeps the relationship strong and ensures that you're getting the ongoing support you need to stay motivated. Be open to help. Many people struggle with asking for help because they feel it's a sign of weakness or dependency. Chandler encourages readers to let go of this mindset and recognize that seeking support is a smart strategy for success. Whether it's asking for advice, feedback, or emotional support, being open to help from others can make a significant difference in your motivation and progress. Offer support in return. While receiving support is important, Chandler also stresses the value of giving back. Offering support to others in your network creates a sense of reciprocity and strengthens the bond between you. When you help others achieve their goals, you contribute to a positive cycle of support and encouragement that benefits everyone involved. How a support network boosts motivation. Chandler explains that having a support network can dramatically increase your motivation for several reasons. Encouragement during tough times. When you face challenges or setbacks, your support network can provide the encouragement you need to keep going. Instead of feeling isolated or defeated, you can lean on your network for reassurance and motivation to push through difficulties. Accountability for staying on track. Accountability partners, mentors, and peers can help you stay focused and committed to your goals. Knowing that others are invested in your success motivates you to follow through on your plans and avoid procrastination. Shared wisdom and advice. Mentors and constructive critics offer valuable insights and advice that can help you overcome obstacles or improve your approach. This guidance keeps you motivated by showing you better ways to achieve your goals, saving you time and effort. Celebrating successes. Having people to celebrate your successes with can amplify your sense of accomplishment. Chandler notes that sharing your achievements with others boosts your motivation to continue striving for even bigger goals. The impact of negative influences. Chandler also warns about the dangers of negative influences. Negative, toxic, or overly critical people can drain your motivation and hinder your progress. It's important to be mindful of who you allow into your support network. Surrounding yourself with positive, supportive individuals helps you stay energized and focused, while negative influences can create doubt and sabotage your efforts. Chapter 8. Don't let up. In this chapter, Steve Chandler stresses the importance of maintaining momentum and not losing focus once you've started making progress. He argues that one of the biggest obstacles to success is complacency. When we make some initial strides, we often let our guard down and stop pushing ourselves as hard as we should. Chandler's key message is that if you want to stay motivated and achieve long-term success, you must keep up the effort, even when things are going well. The danger of complacency. Chandler explains that people often become complacent after experiencing a few early wins. Once they taste a bit of success, they start to relax, thinking they've made it and can afford to slow down. However, this mindset can be dangerous because it leads to stagnation. When you stop pushing yourself and let up on your efforts, your progress can quickly plateau, or worse, regress. He uses the analogy of a race to illustrate this point. Imagine you're running a race and you've taken the lead. If you start to slow down because you think you're far enough ahead, you give your competitors the chance to catch up. Similarly, in life, if you become satisfied with your initial success and stop working as hard, you open the door to setbacks and missed opportunities. Stay hungry for progress. Chandler encourages readers to adopt a mindset of continuous improvement. No matter how much progress you've made, there's always more you can do. He believes that the key to staying motivated is to remain hungry for growth, even after you've achieved some of your goals. Instead of getting comfortable with your current level of success, you should constantly look for ways to push yourself further. This doesn't mean that you can't celebrate your successes. Chandler acknowledges the importance of taking time to appreciate your achievements, but he advises against staying in that celebratory mindset for too long. After celebrating, you should quickly refocus and set your sights on the next goal. Set new challenges. One way to avoid complacency is to continuously set new challenges for yourself. Chandler recommends always having a next step in mind, even when you're in the midst of working on a current goal. By keeping your goals dynamic and evolving, you ensure that you're always striving for something new and exciting. This constant forward momentum helps you maintain motivation and avoid the trap of feeling too comfortable with where you are. For example, if you've achieved a major milestone in your career, instead of resting on your laurels, think about what's next. Can you take on a bigger project? Can you learn a new skill that will make you even better at your job? By continuously setting new challenges, you keep yourself engaged and motivated to keep going. Consistency is key. Chandler also highlights the importance of consistency in staying motivated and achieving success. He argues that it's not enough to make a big effort every once in a while. Instead, you need to consistently put in the work day after day. This consistent effort is what leads to long-term success. Many people make the mistake of working hard only when they feel motivated or inspired. However, Chandler points out that real progress comes from working even when you don't feel like it. Motivation can be fleeting, but consistency is what builds discipline and creates lasting results. By making a habit of putting in the effort every day, you build momentum that helps you stay on track, even when motivation fades. Avoid the good enough mentality. Another key point Chandler makes is to avoid settling for good enough. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that you've done enough once you've reached a certain level of success. However, Chandler believes that this mindset limits your potential. There's always room for improvement, and by settling for good enough, you miss out on the opportunity to achieve greatness. Chandler encourages readers to aim higher, even when things are going well. Don't be satisfied with mediocrity or with just getting by. Strive for excellence in everything you do, and don't let the satisfaction of early success make you complacent. By always aiming for the best, you keep yourself motivated to continue improving and achieving greater things. Embrace challenges as opportunities. One of the best ways to avoid complacency is to view challenges as opportunities for growth. Chandler suggests that instead of avoiding difficult tasks or obstacles, you should embrace them as chances to learn and improve. By seeking out challenges, you keep yourself engaged and motivated because you're always pushing yourself to expand your abilities. Chandler explains that challenges help you grow by forcing you out of your comfort zone. When you tackle something difficult, you learn new skills, gain new experiences, and build confidence in your ability to overcome obstacles. This constant growth keeps you motivated to keep pushing forward, no matter how successful you've already been. How to keep the momentum going. Chandler offers several strategies to help you maintain momentum and avoid letting up on your efforts. 1. Set milestones. Break your larger goals into smaller milestones that you can achieve along the way. Each time you hit a milestone, it gives you a sense of accomplishment and keeps you motivated to keep going. This also helps prevent complacency because you're always working toward the next step. 2. Regularly review your goals. Chandler advises reviewing your goals regularly to make sure you're still on track and motivated. By checking in with yourself, you can assess your progress and make any necessary adjustments to your plans. This also helps you stay focused on what's important, rather than getting sidetracked by distractions. 3. Celebrate progress, not just achievements. While it's important to celebrate big achievements, Chandler also encourages celebrating smaller wins along the way. Recognizing and appreciating the progress you're making, even if it's incremental, helps keep you motivated to continue the journey. 4. Surround yourself with driven people. Being around people who are ambitious and driven can help you stay motivated. Chandler suggests surrounding yourself with individuals who inspire you and challenge you to keep striving for more. These people can act as a source of encouragement and motivation, helping you avoid complacency. Chapter 9. Embrace Change. In this chapter, Steve Chandler discusses the critical role that change plays in personal growth and motivation. He urges readers to embrace change rather than resist it, as change is often the key to unlocking new opportunities and achieving greater success. Many people fear or avoid change because it feels uncomfortable, but Chandler argues that growth is impossible without it. To stay motivated, you need to welcome change as a natural and necessary part of life. Change as a constant in life. Chandler opens the chapter by reminding readers that change is inevitable. Whether you like it or not, life is constantly shifting and circumstances are always evolving. Instead of fighting against this reality, Chandler advises accepting and even seeking out change. By doing so, you put yourself in a position to adapt and grow rather than being held back by fear or uncertainty. He explains that resistance to change stems from a fear of the unknown. People tend to feel comfortable with the familiar, even if it's not serving them well. But Chandler points out that staying in your comfort zone prevents you from reaching your full potential. To achieve real success, you have to be willing to let go of old habits, routines, and ways of thinking that are no longer effective. Why people resist change? Chandler explores the reasons why many people resist change. The most common reasons include 1. Fear of the unknown. The unknown can be scary because it's unpredictable. People tend to prefer the security of what they know, even if it's not ideal, because it feels safer than venturing into something unfamiliar. However, Chandler emphasizes that the fear of the unknown is often overblown. Most of the time, the potential benefits of change far outweigh the risks. 2. Comfort with the status quo. People often become attached to their routines and habits, even if they're not working. The status quo feels safe because it's predictable, but it can also lead to stagnation. Chandler warns that being too comfortable can prevent you from making necessary changes that could lead to growth and new opportunities. 3. Fear of failure. One of the biggest reasons people resist change is the fear that they might fail. Trying something new always comes with the risk of failure, but Chandler encourages readers to view failure as a learning experience rather than something to fear. In fact, failure is often a necessary step on the path to success. 4. Lack of confidence. Many people resist change because they don't believe they have the skills or abilities to succeed in a new situation. This lack of confidence can be paralyzing, keeping people stuck in situations that aren't serving them. Chandler suggests building confidence by embracing small changes first, which can gradually lead to larger transformations. The benefits of embracing change. Chandler explains that embracing change can lead to numerous benefits, both personally and professionally. 1. Personal growth. Change pushes you out of your comfort zone and forces you to develop new skills, perspectives, and abilities. Each time you embrace change, you grow as a person and become more capable of handling future challenges. Chandler views change as a catalyst for personal transformation. 2. New opportunities. Change often brings new opportunities that would not have been available if you stayed in the same place. Whether it's a new career path, a different way of thinking, or a fresh perspective on life, embracing change can open doors that were previously closed. 3. Increased resilience. The more you face change, the more resilient you become. Each time you navigate a new challenge or situation, you strengthen your ability to adapt and thrive in the face of uncertainty. Chandler believes that resilience is one of the most valuable traits you can develop, as it allows you to stay motivated and focused even when things don't go as planned. 4. Fresh motivation. Change can reignite your motivation by giving you something new to focus on. When you're stuck in a rut, change can provide a fresh perspective and inspire new goals. By embracing change, you keep your life dynamic and exciting, which helps maintain your motivation over the long term. Strategies for embracing change. Chandler offers several practical strategies for embracing change and staying motivated during times of transition. 1. Adopt a growth mindset. One of the most important ways to embrace change is by adopting a growth mindset. This means viewing challenges as opportunities for learning and growth, rather than as threats to your success. People with a growth mindset see change as a chance to improve themselves and their situation, which makes them more open to new experiences. 2. Reframe your thinking. Chandler suggests changing the way you think about change. Instead of viewing it as something scary or overwhelming, try to see it as a natural part of life. Reframe change as an exciting adventure that can bring new possibilities. This shift in perspective can help reduce your fear and anxiety around change, making it easier to embrace. 3. Take small steps. If the idea of a big change feels too daunting, start with small, manageable changes. Chandler recommends making incremental adjustments in your life, which can help build your confidence and prepare you for larger shifts. Over time, these small changes can add up to significant personal growth and transformation. 4. Focus on the benefits. When faced with change, it's easy to focus on what you're losing rather than what you stand to gain. Chandler advises focusing on the potential benefits of change, such as new opportunities, growth, and improved outcomes. By keeping your attention on the positives, you're more likely to feel motivated to embrace change. 5. Be flexible. Flexibility is key to adapting to change. Chandler encourages readers to be open to different outcomes and willing to adjust their plans when necessary. The more flexible you are, the easier it becomes to navigate changes without losing motivation. The power of letting go. Chandler also emphasizes the importance of letting go of what's no longer serving you. Whether it's old habits, unproductive thought patterns, or outdated goals, holding on to the past can prevent you from embracing change. By letting go, you create space for new experiences, ideas, and opportunities to come into your life. Letting go can be difficult, especially if you've been holding on to something for a long time. However, Chandler points out that the longer you hold on to what's not working, the harder it becomes to move forward. He encourages readers to be honest with themselves about what they need to release in order to make room for positive change. Chapter 10. Celebrate small wins. In this chapter, Steve Chandler highlights the importance of recognizing and celebrating small wins on your journey toward achieving your larger goals. Often, people wait until they accomplish big milestones before they allow themselves to feel proud or satisfied. However, Chandler argues that acknowledging and celebrating the smaller victories along the way is crucial for maintaining motivation and building momentum. Why small wins matter? Chandler emphasizes that success is rarely achieved in a single, giant leap. Instead, it is the result of a series of smaller, incremental steps. These small victories accumulate over time and lead to larger accomplishments. By celebrating small wins, you reinforce positive behavior and keep yourself energized for the next step in your journey. The psychological impact of celebrating small wins is significant. When you recognize and appreciate your progress, it triggers a sense of achievement and boosts your confidence. This helps keep you motivated and engaged, even when the ultimate goal seems far away. Chandler believes that without these moments of recognition, it's easy to become discouraged and lose sight of your long-term vision. Building momentum through small wins. Small wins create momentum, which is essential for sustaining motivation. Each time you achieve a small goal, you build confidence in your ability to succeed. This, in turn, makes it easier to tackle the next step with greater determination. The cumulative effect of these small victories propels you forward and helps you maintain a sense of progress. Chandler explains that momentum is a powerful motivator because it creates a positive feedback loop. When you see yourself making progress, you feel more motivated to continue. This positive energy makes it easier to overcome obstacles and setbacks, as you're fueled by the belief that you're moving in the right direction. How to celebrate small wins. Chandler provides practical advice on how to celebrate small wins effectively. 1. Acknowledge your progress. The first step in celebrating small wins is simply acknowledging them. Too often, people downplay their achievements, thinking they're not worth celebrating unless they're major milestones. Chandler encourages readers to take a moment to recognize even the smallest steps forward. Whether it's completing a task, learning a new skill, or reaching a minor milestone, every bit of progress counts. 2. Reward yourself. Chandler suggests rewarding yourself for your small wins as a way to reinforce positive behavior. The rewards don't have to be extravagant. They could be as simple as taking a break, treating yourself to something you enjoy, or spending time doing something relaxing. The key is to create a connection between your efforts and the rewards, which strengthens your motivation to keep going. 3. Share your success. Another way to celebrate small wins is by sharing your progress with others. Chandler explains that when you share your achievements with friends, family, or colleagues, you amplify the positive feelings associated with success. It also helps you stay accountable and feel more supported on your journey. 4. Create a win journal. Chandler recommends keeping a journal where you record your small wins. This allows you to track your progress over time and reflect on how far you've come. On days when you feel unmotivated or discouraged, looking back at your win journal can remind you of the progress you've already made and inspire you to keep going. The cumulative effect of small wins. One of the key messages in this chapter is that small wins add up over time. While each individual win may seem insignificant, when combined, they create a powerful sense of accomplishment. Chandler likens this to building a wall brick by brick. Each brick may seem small on its own, but together, they form something substantial. By focusing on small wins, you maintain a steady pace of progress that eventually leads to larger successes. Chandler points out that people often become overwhelmed by the enormity of their big goals, which can lead to procrastination or giving up altogether. However, by breaking your goals down into smaller, more manageable steps and celebrating each one along the way, you make the process feel less daunting and more achievable. Celebrating wins builds confidence. Chandler also highlights the role that small wins play in building confidence. Each time you achieve a small victory, it reinforces the belief that you're capable of success. This growing sense of self-efficacy helps you take on bigger challenges with greater confidence and determination. For example, if your goal is to run a marathon, you don't start by running 26 miles on the first day. Instead, you begin by running shorter distances and gradually increasing your endurance. Each time you run a little farther, you gain confidence in your ability to eventually reach your goal. Celebrating these small wins helps keep you motivated and focused on the larger objective. The role of small wins in overcoming challenges. Chandler explains that celebrating small wins is especially important during challenging times. When you're faced with obstacles or setbacks, it can be easy to lose motivation and feel like giving up. However, by focusing on the small victories you've achieved, you remind yourself that progress is still being made, even if it's slow. During tough times, small wins can serve as a source of encouragement and hope. They remind you that you're moving forward, even if it's one step at a time. Chandler encourages readers to celebrate these wins as a way to stay positive and keep pushing through difficult situations. Sustaining long-term motivation. Chandler concludes the chapter by emphasizing that celebrating small wins is essential for sustaining long-term motivation. Big goals can take time to achieve, and without regular moments of celebration, it's easy to lose sight of why you're working so hard. By acknowledging and celebrating each step of the journey, you maintain a sense of purpose and direction that keeps you motivated to continue striving for your goals. Thank you for watching this video. Remember, success isn't achieved overnight. It's the small, consistent wins that lead to big accomplishments. So, take the time to acknowledge and celebrate each step you take, no matter how small. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel Book Sphere, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another motivational insight. Also, let us know in the comments, what small win are you celebrating today? Keep pushing forward, stay motivated, and we'll see you in the next video.